Welcome to our third Unity video. In this one we're going to create a wall and we're going to run into that wall, and then we're going to see if we can get it to trigger our health to go down. So let's start with creating a wall. So go Game Object, 3D Object Cube, and we're just going to position this cube under 0 for X. In Y we're going to go 2.5, and then Z we're going to go 10. And so in our scale we're going to go 10 for X, we're going to go 5 for Y, and 1 for Z. And so here we've got a wall that we can actually run into, and if we can go to our textures we can add a texture to that wall. Let's run into that wall by pressing play. So we're heading towards that wall and it should bounce off the wall. There we go. So we've got a wall and it stops us going through. Let's click Is Trigger. And when we do this, we are now able to run through that wall. So let's press play. And as we get there, we get through and we can actually walk through that wall, that kind of thing. But this wall has become a trigger. It's become a place where we can actually make it run a program. So let's go back to our actual character, not to the my character, but to the actual character. And we're going to add a component. We're going to add a script and we're going to call this my trigger script, and it's going to be a new script, and we're going to create an add. It opens up a brand new script, and what we're going to do is we're going to go down below the void update and we're going to start writing our private little program. So this is private and it's a private void, and this is going to be an on trigger enter open brackets double C collider and then space lowercase collider. See, we can double click that and we've got our open brackets and close brackets, and we can now add stuff into this. Now if I use the word debug .log and use the words trigger, put a semicolon at the end, always remember that semicolon. What's going to happen is it's going to place the word trigger when it enters the collider. Okay, so we're going to it's going to place that into the console. So let's have a look at that. Save all. So we can see down here, here is our console. Okay, so here is our console, here's our project, here's our console. And when we run through this wall, it will trigger this and it will put the word trigger into here. So let's try that. So we're moving forward and there we go, trigger right there. And we do it again and it triggers it multiple times, and because this is a character that has rigid body, it didn't like running through the wall and it fell over. So we can clear that console there so that we've got nothing in here, so that any time that we run this program we can see what's going on. So let's have a look up here. Let's get rid of void start. So we're just going to delete that and delete that, and we'll delete the update. And what we're going to do is we're going to give an int, an integer is a whole number, and we'll say health is equal to 5. And what this is going to do is it's going to give us a health variable. And so if we write health is equal to health minus 1, right? And then we debug log and we write health in here, it will show our health in here. So we're just going to file that, save that all, go back over here, let it do its thing. Now it's found a little error with my code. It's missing a semicolon. Let's have a look. Ah, yes, there it is. Save all. So you'll often see, like this one has told me what the problem with my code was. It'll show up in the console down here. So now I can run this, and every time I run through that wall, my health is going to go down. Now remember, it starts at 5, so now the health immediately has gone down to 4, come back, it's down 3, 2, 1, 0, and it's going to go -1, -2, -3, because that's what happens. It just keeps going down. We haven't told it to do anything once it reaches 0. So let's have a look at our code again. And what we want to do is we want to say an if statement. So if we were to say if, open brackets, health is less than or equal to 0, then we're going to do something. Okay, so we're going to have the curly brackets there, and what are we going to do? Well, we're going to destroy the actual game object. It's lowercase, right? We're going to destroy the game object, so it's actually going to destroy our little capsule, and we're going to debug log the word destroyed. Okay, and don't forget the semicolon at the end. Let's save all that, and let's go back to our game. It's going to do that. We're just going to clear this in a second. Let's clear that, and now we'll run it. And we'll go into our thing, so it's going down. Health is going down, health is going down. Now it's got down to 0, and it's destroyed the actual capsule. And you'll notice how the capsule has disappeared. I can still run around in it. That's because I haven't changed that, I haven't made it, but it's actually destroyed my capsule. I hope that was helpful.